Welcome to this video. My name is Christian from Beyond Premiere, and this is our comprehensive exploration of The Crown Season 6, Part 1. In today's video feature, we'll explore into the sad ending of the season, offering a rich breakdown and analysis of the series. We'll also wade into the fascinating threads of real-life history that inspired these episodes, and speculate on what Part 2 might hold. Welcome, and let's begin.
Thank God for someone who made many, many people happy.
So the first 4 episodes of The Crown Season 6 provide a deeply emotional and complex portrayal of Princess Diana's final years. The series blends historical events with dramatization, creating a compelling narrative that resonates with viewers. Through its detailed character development and exploration of themes such as media, personal identity, and public versus private life, the show offers a view of Diana's life and the impact of her tragic death on those around her and the world. The episode opens by establishing the time frame as close to Princess Diana's death in 1997, with a sad reference to her car accident in episode 1 connecting to episode 4. It focused on Diana's relationship with her sons William and Harry, showing her as a loving mother. We also get some scenes depicting Diana's controversial vacation with Dodi, reflecting ongoing tensions related to her public image after her divorce from the royal family, and how this set up the upcoming episodes. Throughout episode 2 and episode 3, episode 2 established the relentless paparazzi pursuit faced by Diana through the contrasting perspective of 2 photographers, the aggressive Mario and the more traditional royal photographer Duncan. What's interesting about this is the motif of photography is something that we see from episode 1 to episode 4. And throughout episode 2 to episode 3, we see the complex relationship between Dodi and Diana, and obviously his desire to marry her, but the scenes also show Diana questioning the relationship and seeking distance. It touched on media headlines related to Dodi's former fiance as an angle of public interest, as well as Diana's personal life, concluding with the infamous photograph of Diana on the yacht, and the importance now why paparazzi want picture of Diana because of how much money they can make taking a photograph. This is why it connects to episode 3. Now, in episode 3, this episode spotlight shines intensely on Diana's personal challenges as she navigates the complexities of her relationship with Dodi and wrestles with her deep desire to return to her beloved sons. The relentless pressure from paparazzi remains a theme, culminating in a scene where Diana attempts to venture out in public only to be relentlessly attacked by photographers. Viewers are granted a sad and bittersweet moment when Diana speaks to her sons, William and Harry, that last conversation over the phone, making a promise of her return that will tragically become their final conversation. And this happens in real life. And actually, they spoke about how Harry and William spoke about this last conversation that still haunts them. And this is so sad because we're seeing the last conversation that they had. As the episode unfolds, questions surrounding Dodi's intention to propose to Diana adds layers of complexity to their relationship, offering a glimpse to the motivation and expectations at play. Throughout the episode, scenes of Diana's preparation and the choice of her dress evoke a sense of finality and impending tragedy, creating a deeply emotional and unforgettable viewing experience in episode 4 and episode 3. Moving to episode 4, the series delves into the immediate aftermath of Diana's shocking death in Paris. It captures perfectly the wide range of reaction from friends, family, political figures, and the general public. The episode also focused on the personal impact of Diana's passing on Prince Charles and her sons, providing a deeply emotional focal point into the story. Amidst the grief, negotiation regarding formal royal protocols for Diana's funeral arrangement takes center stage, highlighting internal tensions with the royal family and pressures from the public. The moment of the Queen's message expressing her own grief, offering praise for Diana, something that happened in real life. This particular is scene to scene. They change a few things, but it's so great. And urging public mourning as a powerful and memorable scene. Throughout the episode, viewers are exposed to the immense public sadness through scenes depicting the memorials, the crowds, and discussion of Diana's profound cultural impact. Something that we also see is the funeral of Dodi, which is something that the queen doesn't say, but here in this episode 4, she does, connecting to how it should have been mentioned, in my opinion. And throughout episode 1 to episode 4, a core theme is the tension between Diana's public image and role versus her interpersonal struggles. The constant paparazzi is a huge theme in this episode, and the consequences of this, like we see in episode 4 and what happened in real life. And as you know, Diana's story is one of the free spirit in conflict with the order, rule bound tradition of the British monarchy, and something that we see here. And also how the season conveys a profound sense of loss regarding Diana's early shocking death at age 36, just as her life was undergoing significant transformation and transitions, something that we see in episode 2, where she goes and wants to help, and her impact in helping the world and others. But obviously, the huge episode of this season is episode 4 and episode 3. Episode 4, especially titled The Aftermath, and the overall themes and character arcs align with the huge narrative of the season as described. The depiction of Prince Charles' emotional response, as well as the public, is to showcase the impact of her legacy, which is in line with the expected focus of the season. Now, something that we see is Prince Charles, who goes to travel to Paris to bring Diana's body. He goes to the hospital, the portrayal of him visiting the hospital, and his emotional response, including crying and expressing regret, is dramatized for this series. We don't know that this happened. Also reported that he was deeply affected upon seeing Diana's body. Specific details like crying in the hospital are not documented. The episode appears to show various characters, including the royal family, receiving the news of Diana, and the series also dramatized a lot of this to convey the shock and grief left worldwide. I wanted to see more humanized portrayal of this, so that's the only thing in my opinion, that they should have done more. However, including the funeral in this episode was significant, as it was a major event that was publicly and globally mourned, and any depiction of the conversation as well between Charles and Diana after her death was symbolic, in my opinion, about the regret that they both have. And in my opinions, it brings us a new lens into that chaotic relationship that they both had, and the impact that Diana's also had in the life of Prince Charles. Well, now King Charles. In a remarkable and a scene from season 6, we're invited into a symbolic and dramatized conversation between Queen Elizabeth II and the late Princess Diana. The sadness exchange set after Diana's tragic death is a powerful device that explores the complexities and unspoken words in their relationship. The scene unfolds in the setting of the Queen as fate that bridge the gap between the earthly and spiritual. Here, the Queen portrayed with a mix of reflective and encounters a vision of Diana as vivid and graceful as in life. This meeting, transcending time and reality, allows the series to delve into the emotions and thoughts that might have been remain unexpressed during Diana's life. As the Queen and Diana speak in this conversation, understanding, having empathy, and perhaps even regret, Diana, with her warmth, speak of her hopes, her struggle within the royal family, and her desire to make a lasting impact. The Queen, in return, reflects on her own role as the Queen, revealing her inner conflicts and the challenges of upholding tradition while adapting to a changing world. Dialogue is so interesting, and it's one of my favorite parts of the whole season. We have dramatized between Diana and the King, so two scenes that are really powerful and hold the whole season together. In this crafted scene, the crown transcends the limitations of history, using the power of drama to explore the emotional truths behind the surface of public personas. It's a tribute to the enduring influence of both women, a testament to their complexities, and a reflection on the profound impact they both had on each other and the world. The Crown also takes an exploration of the overwhelming response to Diana's death. It portrays a national and global outpouring of grief, capturing the profound connection people left with Diana. Even William asks, Why are people crying for someone they didn't know? It's because of the impact that she had on a lot of in the world. The series explores the reason behind this intensive collective sadness, reflecting on Diana's relativity and her humanitarian work, and the way she humanized the often distant and enigmatic royal family. Throughout this, the show offers insights into the nature of public grief and the shared sense of loss experienced by millions. Many of these scenes, especially those depicting private moments or internal emotion of the characters, are speculative and created for dramatic purposes, so we don't know how each character felt or how each person felt in real life. I have to say this season was quick, even though it's 4 episodes, and part 2 is going to focus more on something completely different, which I'm going to go ahead and discuss now. The Crown Season 6 Part 2 is expected to cover the older characters of Harry and Williams. We got actually some images after this of this and what happens after in the public opinion during this time, and what happened with the Queen navigation. We're going to focus on the relationship of Prince William and Kate, and the other royal key events and relationship into current events. Now that's my breakdown. I just wanted to share my thoughts on the 4 episodes, the meaning of some of the scenes, and how it was portrayed in a beautiful way. I have to say, I love how they portrayed the events with respect. I wish it was not only 4 episodes. I wanted to see more. In 4 episodes, they really explore a lot, from the Queen to Prince Charles and the relationship that he had he has with Camilla, her birthday, and so on in episodes 1 to 4. What are your thoughts on season 6 part 1? Leave your comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Christian from BM Premiere. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and leave a comment below. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.